here, Miranda and the junior Avery, in that starting lineup have kind of led them along the way. They've been patient with them, and, they've kind of had to do some growing up here as fast as possible. And now on the biggest stage possible, they are looking to get to a state championship game against Arcadia. I guess for TV, we're kind of stalling here, but I'll go ahead and give you the schedule for us today. Again, it'll be Merryville Arcadia here moments away, and then in the 4:30 slot, it'll be the Class C semifinal. The defending champs, the Simpson Lady Broncos, take on a team that hasn't been here since 1993, the Evans Lady Eagles in the All Vernon Parish semifinal, and then a rematch of last year's Division III Select semifinal, Rose Pine and Sacred Heart. That'll be at 8 o'clock tonight. And then tomorrow we will have a rematch, part 3. I believe they've played 3 times this year. It'll be Pitkin Fairview, the 2-3 matchup in Class B. That is tomorrow at 4:30. Again, a lot of waiting around, the anticipation. Playing some techno music here. But again, it should be a fun week of basketball. And then if you're not tired enough of it, we'll have the boys tournament next week in Burton Coliseum. Hopefully we can get as many teams down there as possible. But again, the Lady Panthers rolled through the playoffs, a 23-8 regular season. Got a couple of wins in the regional round versus East Beauregard, 76-34. And in the quarters, they just absolutely dismantled Mangum, 81-41. It was kind of close after a quarter, but then they went ahead and rolled on to the quarters. Again, last time they were in the state final, 2018, lost to Dale High. So they are looking to get back and try to win the program's first state championship. It'll be Addie Fontenot in the mid-circle. And I believe that's Rihanna Abney as well. We are moments away from tip. Ball's in the air, and the Division IV non-select semifinal is underway. Lady Panthers control going from right to left on your radio dial. Kara Sportenberry in the front court for Merryville. She'll bounce to Fontenot on the wing near us. Fontenot goes to the rim. That one blocked on the way up. Rebound goes right to Miranda Williams. Shot too strong. Rebound still loose, and Arcadia will pull it down. That'll be Kendall Thomas in the starting lineup for the Lady Hornets. And they'll work it around here on the perimeter. Opening 30 seconds. It's going to be Alexander. Now Abney thought about a 3, guarded by Knoyer. She'll go to work into the paint, drive to the lane. That shot no good. Rebound loose. Bodies hit the deck, and we'll have a whistle underneath. And I don't know if they're going to get Miranda for the foul, and they will. That'll be Miranda's first, trying to dive for that loose basketball. It'll be under the basket here, and Janiah Mays actually starting. I did not pay attention to the Arcadia starting lineup. I was way off. 2 of the 5. They'll swing it out over to Kendall Thomas. Now back up top to Deasia Alexander. A little step back at the free throw line. Almost got the shooter's roll. Rebound goes right to her teammate Abney under the basket. The putback is good, and Arcadia strikes first. 2-0. Minute gone here in the opening quarter. Now some pressure. Karras throws that one high enough to Addie Fontenot again. 2 of the taller players on the floor. Addie may be the tallest on the floor. She's guarded there by Thomas. She'll get it to Avery. Near steal. Knoyer with it. Avery around the wing. She's doubled. Nice pass underneath, and the easy bucket there for Miranda Williams. Again, if they double Avery, that's the thing now with this Lady Panthers team. Everybody can score it, and they made them pay there. Nice pass from Knoyer to Miranda Williams. Knocks us up at 2. Minute and a half gone here in the opening quarter. Back come the Lady Hornets here. It's Thomas. We'll get it back to Alexander. Alexander kicks it over to the corner to Abney. Thomas will line up the seams. That one nearly goes in off the window. Knoyer taps the rebound to herself. Into the front court she goes. Nice Euro layup is up and in, and Avery Knoyer, the 3,000-point scorer, adds to her total. That is now 3,012, if my math's correct, from last week. Lady Panthers up 4-2. Couple of minutes and change going here in the opening quarter. Again, the winner moves on to the state championship. That 3 by Thomas this time is good. Kendall Thomas off on the first, and that gives Arcadia the 5-4 lead. Kara Sportenberry operates for Coach Stormy Fortenberry and gets it over the line at midcourt. Goes behind the back. She'll get it out to Avery. Avery going to the rack. A little floater pull-up, no good. Rebound tapped out, and Abney has it go off of her inadvertently. Teammate came in to crash. I believe that was Mays that tried to sky up and get the rebound as well. So it'll be Lady Panther basketball. They'll get it into Avery Canoyer, and she goes up, takes the bump, and gets the home roll. Count the basket. Tough finish for Avery Canoyer. She's headed to the free throw line. Kind of floated it up at the elbow through the contact, and a nice finish. And Avery's starting to cook early. He's got 4, and she's at the free throw line. Foul is going to be on Abney. That's her first. Merryville retakes the lead 6-5, and Canoyer at the line to try to complete the and one. Leaves that one short. Long rebound out to Arcadia. Kendall Thomas with it. Now we'll get it to Abney. Abney walks it slowly into the front court. 3 minutes gone here in the opening quarter. Merryville 6, Arcadia 5 here in the Division IV non-select semifinal. Abney, little inside-out dribble on the wing. She's cut off there. They'll get it back to Deasia Alexander. Alexander working on Williams. Williams nearly peels her clean. She'll pull it back out, swing it across. And now Abney goes to work, spins in on Canoyer, and that's going to be a turnover. Nice ball pressure there from the Lady Panthers. Again, it's linked on linked out here as we saw this Arcadia team a couple of years ago win the state championship over Oakdale. They just suffocated Lakeview and Oakdale on the way to that championship. They're going to have the same issue with Merryville, as Merryville just as long. Now they're trying to go into the post. They'll go outside to Avery Canoyer. Couple of spins. Now she'll operate, get it out. Fortenberry runs the baseline, loses it, and that's going to be a turnover. Wasn't able to completely catch it clean. And again, we see the leadership there, the turnover, but Avery Canoyer out to encourage her teammate, and back to Arcadia it goes nearly halfway through the opening quarter. Merryville leads at 6-5. In the first of three here for us this afternoon and this evening in Division IV non-select. Now Thomas lines up the seams on another 3. That one off the mark. Rebound pulled down by Williams. Thomas not afraid to shoot it, as that's her 3rd attempt. Fortenberry trying to drive the lane. She'll get there, take the bump, and can't finish, but she's headed to the free throw line again. Defender giving up some size, and Garris will head to the strike.
Personal foul, Ariana Williams.
Ariana Williams picks up the foul. And Garris's free throw nearly goes in off the back iron and off the top of the backboard, but it'll roll out. So a couple of shots at the free throw line. Merryville yet to cash one in. And this time she gets it off the front iron and in. Merryville leads at 7-5. 4 minutes to play in quarter number 1 here in the Division IV non-select state semifinal. Arcadia works it into the front court. Abney with some space. She thought about maybe lining one up. Thomas had it. She'll give way. Thought she was about to maybe pull the trigger on another one there. Ariana Williams with it directing traffic here near us. Right at midcourt. Got the best seat in the house this week. Williams going to the rack. Fontenot thought she got it from behind and said it'll be a foul. But again, good luck getting past Addie Fontenot, who, as Coach Fortenberry told us at South Bow, she's reached the 6-foot mark. Here I am, 34 years in, yet to get past 5'6". First free throw is good. And Ariana Williams, with this free throw, could tie it up. And she does so. It's 7-7. 3:37 to play in quarter number 1. Fortenberry walks it up into the front court, gets it over to Canoyer. Canoyer looking to go around a screen from Raylan Williams. She hits the deck, goes right to Fontenot. I don't know what happened there. Possession still with Merryville. They tried to dump it down to Raylan Williams, who comes out of a pile. That'll be a jump ball. And the possession arrow, I believe, is going to give it to Arcadia.
Jump ball, possession arrow, Arcadia.
Kind of monitor Avery there. She got rolled on by a couple of players near the three-point line and lost possession. So back to Arcadia goes. Tie game, 7 apiece, 3:15 to play in quarter number 1. Arcadia moving from left to right on your radio dial. They'll dump it down. Deasia Alexander, nice little fadeaway, doesn't go. Canoyer with the rebound, and she's looking to pop the clutch, get all the way to the rack, and she does so. Avery, a couple of those already. She's got 6 here in the quarter, and the meter still going with 2:53 to play in quarter number one. Merryville retakes the lead. Back on the other end, shot up no good from Williams. Rebound cleared by the Lady Panthers. Canoyer, head full of steam again, going to the rim. This time with the right hand, can't finish. And the rebound pulled down by Arcadia. They're looking to run. They've got a 2-on-1. Fortenberry is back. They'll leave it off, and Abney gets it to go as Fortenberry closes in. And it's 9-all with 2.5 to play in the quarter. So a little bit of pace there on those last few possessions. Fontenot with it. She thought about a three. Now they'll dump it down to Fortenberry, trying to shoot it over Alexander. No good. Gets her on rebound. It rolls back out to Karis Fortenberry. Nice little footwork there. Head fake goes in with the layup. Karis, a nice sequence of moves, gets the defender to fly out of the building and steps through and lays it in. Merryville retakes the lead 11-9. 2 minutes to play in the quarter. Williams with it. She'll kick it out. Three ball way off there from Abney, and that one's going to roll out of bounds near the Merryville bench. First sub of the game for either team. It'll be Jemiah Flowers to check in. 1:51 to play. So Flowers gets her first bit of burn. No subs yet for Coach Fortenberry. They don't really sub much. Again, kind of rolling with the group that got him here. They'll get it to Canoyer on the far side, trying to go baseline. And her pocket's picked by Abney. Nice defense there. Avery unable to get to the baseline. And back come the Lady Hornets. Williams gives it to Alexander. That's a deep three there. No good. Rebound rolls out to Abney, and she'll put it in off the window. Canoyer tried to swat it away. Abney's got 6 points. Deja Alexander nearly shot that one from the timeline. 11-all. Back come the Lady Panthers. Fortenberry nearly loses it. She'll regain possession. Get it to Avery Canoyer. She'll knife through the paint, and she's fouled on the way up. Avery is starting to kind of assert herself down in the painted area. She'll head to the free throw line. And I believe that's going to be on Williams or Alexander. And it's Alexander. And just as I say, Merryville doesn't sub quite often. They'll bring in their first sub of the game. It'll be Cassidy Wing. She's usually the first one off. And it'll be Miranda Williams. Off the inbound, they'll get it underneath, and Raylan Williams blocked on the way up. Still with it, tie up, and it'll stay with Merryville, but great defense. It's big on big down in the paint, and Raylan, just an eighth grader. She went up amongst the treetops, and it'll stay with Merryville with 1:05 to play in the quarter. Canoyer out on the wing, tried to step back at the free throw line, lost possession. Now she'll regain it. Great defense by Abney. Now Canoyer goes in. She'll draw another foul. Avery's starting to kind of figure out she could get to the rim at will. And if that's Alexander, that's her second. And it is. Deja Alexander picks up a foul in as many trips. Just a fourth team foul, so not in the bonus. However, it is a shooting foul because Avery was going up to shoot the basketball. So Avery with 6 points here in the first quarter can add to the total here and give Merryville the lead. First free throw is good. And Avery makes a pair. She's got 8 in the quarter. Merryville retakes the lead. 13-11, final minute here in the quarter. Lady Hornets walk it up. Abney with it on the wing. She'll go around the screen. Cassidy Wing picks her up on the switch, and Abney with the layup too strong, and that one is going to be out of bounds. I think maybe last touch by Fontenot down there. And she was able to slip through a couple of defenders, and now we'll have stoppage of play. And with 39 seconds to play, it'll be Arcadia basketball. And they'll get it up top, and that one, dangerous play there. Flowers controls. They'll get it back to Abney. Canoyer tried to steal it away. Abney to the rim, takes the bump. Nice job by Raylan Williams to not foul. Canoyer with it, and that's going to be a double. She lost it trying to heave it up ahead to Karis Might have been knocked out, but grabbed it and put it back on for the double dribble. So kind of a frantic sequence there. Merryville trying to add some quick points in transition. Back to Arcadia it goes with 28 seconds to play in the quarter. Merryville leads it 13-11. Flowers on the far side next to the Merryville bench. She'll get it to Abney. Foot on the line. That's good, and good eye there from the referee. Saw it all the way. Her toe was on that yellow line. Kenoyer sees a double, inside-out dribble. All the way to the rim. Shot up. No whistle this time. Rebound loose, and it'll go to Flowers. Lady Hornets a 3-on-1, and Abney high off the window at the buzzer. No good, and that ends the quarter. 13 all tied up after one in the Division IV non-select state semifinal. The Merryville Lady Panthers 13, Arcadia Lady Hornets 13. It is the Division IV non-select semi on today's Country 105.7.
Are you paying your bank to hold your money? If so, it's time to make the switch to a bank with totally free checking. Sabine State Bank offers free checking with no fees, no minimum balance, no balance requirements, no analysis fees, and we still include check images in your statements without a fee. There is even a free small business account. If you really want free checking, stop by one of our convenient 45 locations. Sabine State Bank. Our goal, your future success. Member FDIC.
Jackson Hewitt handles your taxes and your stress. Inhale on no surprise price of $149 or less. Exhale, paying more for complicated taxes. You won't. Inhale, new tax law knowledge. Exhale, missing out on your biggest refund? Certainly not. Don't miss paying $149 or less. Rest easy. Jackson Hewitt's got your taxes. Guaranteed. Limited time offer for new clients on federal returns. Participating locations only. Terms at jacksonhewitt.com/149.
After one, we are knotted up 13 all. Merryville and Arcadia, the Division IV non-select semifinal. In that first quarter, Avery Kenoyer 8 points, Rihanna Abney 8 points. Wouldn't be mad at letting them just maybe play one-on-one, see what happens. The winner of this game will face the winner of the 1-5 matchup, Midland and East Feliciana, in the final. That is Friday at noon right back here in the University Center. We hope it's the Lady Panthers. It'll be the Lady Hornets to start with the basketball going from left to right on the radio dial. Abney splits a double. Can't finish. Gets her own rebound. Shot back up. No good. Wing tips it out, and I think that one might have hit the baseline as Fordberry tried to scoop it with one hand and keep it in. And again, if you're Merryville, you got to limit the extra chances for Arcadia. It should be a one-and-done trip. And it'll be Lady Hornet basketball again. And nice block underneath there by Williams. That second shot no good, but the rebound pulled down yet again. Another chance at it for Arcadia. That was Mays under there with 2 chances. Now Abney has it poked away. Thornberry hits the deck. Everybody resets here. Opening minute of the second quarter, tied at 13 apiece between Merryville and Arcadia. Little handoff dribble over in the corner to Flowers. Flowers skips it up top. That's going to be Mays with it. And back over to Abney on the far wing. Little crossover dribble on Kenoyer. Goes around a screen. Nice closeout by Avery will make her give it up. And now Fortberry's going to pick the pocket of Flowers, and she is into the front court. Takes the bump. Layup is good from the left-hand side. And Karis Fortberry, a nice start here in her first state semifinal appearance. And she's got 5 points here in the early part of the ball game. Nice double team split there. No good from Williams, and the rebound loose, and bodies hit the deck. Fortenberry in the mix down there against Mays. And the possession arrow will give it to Merryville. So it's Fontenot, Fortenberry, Wing, Kenoyer, and Miranda Williams in. Braylon Williams played a little bit to close out the quarter, and Miranda started us off, and they'll go down to her on the block. Nice move, and she just moved bodies down there. Easy bucket for Miranda Williams. It was almost like the defender wasn't even there. She nearly went out the door, and it's 17-13. Merryville leads a little 4-0 run here to start the quarter. Fondo up top guarding the ball handler. Now A 3-ball is good from Jemiah Flowers. And it's 17-16 Merryville. One thing about Arcadia, they are not afraid to just let it rip from deep. As now they've made a couple. Fortenberry, a little free throw jumper. Instead, she gives it up to Miranda Williams underneath. Then we'll have a whistle under there as, again, she's going to be too much for Abney down there. She just kind of grabbed her arm, and that is going to be her second. Brianna Abney, and now some subs in. Cassidy Wing out. Raylan Williams back in. That's going to be Greer out. I'm trying to see who came back. I think that's Kendall Thomas that checked in. It's not a shooting foul, so it'll be back under the basket to reset. Canoyer, she'll give it up, and Williams wide open underneath, just like a layup drill. Randa Williams starting to assert herself in the quarter. She's got 4 in the quarter, 6 here in the first half. Merryville leads by 3. They might have found something here on the offensive end. Flowers with it up top. She'll bounce it over to Kendall Thomas. Thomas back over to DeAsia Alexander. Alexander skips it across, back to Flowers. 3 minutes gone nearly here in the second quarter. Alexander pulls Raylan Williams out, now takes a little step back shot. That one hits the side of the backboard, but it goes right to her teammate, Janiah Mays. Now a 3-ball on the wing, no good from Flowers. Rebound pulled down by Avery Canoyer. She's looking to run. She's cut off in the backcourt, now turns the corner. She'll get it over to Fortenberry on the corner. Baseline layup might have left her hand wrong. The follow by Fondo, no good, and the rebound pulled down by Arcadia. They're looking to run. No numbers. However, that's going to be a blocking foul. Canoyer thought she had the charge. She was down there, and Ariana Williams sidestepped her and got the bump, so that's going to be a foul on Avery, her first. It's off the inbound. It'll be DeAsia Alexander. And now that's another whistle there. I think that's Miranda Williams. So now free throws coming for DeAsia Alexander. First free throw, no good. And Cassidy Wing back in. Miranda Williams out. Alexander, empty trip. Fondo clears the rebound. Fortenberry gets it, looks up, and again, Merryville 19-16 lead halfway through the second quarter. Cassidy Wing dumps it down to Raylan Williams. Back to the basket. Now she'll face up, give it to Fontenot. On the wing, Canoyer knives through. That one might have kicked off her foot. It'll roll out of bounds. An inadvertent turnover there. Avery, 8 points in the first quarter. It's been Miranda Williams' quarter here in the second. Currently, she is on the bench. 4:15 to play in the half. Merryville 19, Arcadia 16. And we've got a turnover, a whistle in the backcourt. So back-to-back unforced errors. I guess that was maybe a carry. I was looking into the front court, trying to see what kind of action we had there. And off the inbound, Fontenot, a little jumper just inside the three-point line. Addie Fontenot on the board. Not many people going to be able to close out and get a hand in her face. She has her first points here, and it's 21-16 Lady Panthers. Ariana Williams gives it up to Alexander. Alexander running the point here. He's got Raylan Williams out of the paint. Now attacks. Shot up. Can't get the spin on it off the back iron. And the rebound loose. And that'll be Merryville basketball. Again, still scrambling for the rebound. And Coach Stormy Fortenberry telling him, just grab it with your hands. Quit tapping it out. That's probably the most frustrating thing if you ask any coach about rebounding the basketball. A lot of teams just want to kind of tap it out to someone else. Grab it, pull it down, and get going in transition. 21-16, 3:42 to play in the half. Merryville leads it. Fortenberry bounces it over to Wing. They'll dump it down to Raylan Williams. She'll face up. Nice footwork underneath. Flips one up. No good. Follows her shot with the rebound. Blocked on the way up. Gets it again. She's fouled, and that one will roll out. She'll head to the free throw line. Nice job underneath. Working hard. Raylan Williams will head to the free throw line. And I think that one is going to be on Ariana Williams, her second. So some fouls starting to pile up. And Raylan Williams, just the 8th grader, working hard down on the block. First free throw is good. Again, if you're Coach Fortenberry and the Merryville community, you expect to see this group down here quite often, as we'll have a sub. Kariah Lewis will check in for her first action for Arcadia after that made free throw. And Raylan Williams makes both. We'll have another sub. I believe that's Kaylin Allen. Wait, it's not. I think it's Ariana Williams. But she'll have to wait. And that was Williams trying to check in. 23-16, biggest lead of the game for the Lady Panthers. 3.5 to play in the first half. And this group of couple of upperclassmen and some 8th graders not afraid of the moment so far. Great start here in the Division IV non-select semifinal. That 3 off the mark, rebounded to Raylan Williams. The handoff goes to Avery Canoyer, and she'll walk it into the front court. Crossover, leaves the defender in the dust. Now a little hesitation move. That's the second time she's dribbled it off her foot. And the bench is kind of doing a little bit of coaching, we'll call it. Avery, I think, maybe just needs to settle down a little bit. Probably juice is flowing a little bit out there. Abney back on the other end, and Canoyer picks up the silly foul. Just kind of slid over late on the rotation, and that's her second. And the PA man just absolutely butchers Avery's name. Abney off the inbound. Pulls it back out, and up top it goes to Flowers. 2:50 to play in the half. Merryville leads it by 7. Biggest lead of the ball game. Lewis with it. Now Deasia Alexander. A little jab, and she'll leave it off for her teammate Flowers. Brianna Abney with it. Top of the key. She'll give it to Flowers. Flowers back near us at midcourt. Lewis with it on the wing now. All around the perimeters. Again, that size may start to affect Arcadia, and that miss by Alexander, skied up for and rebounded by Addie Fontenot. Wing, catch and shoot 3 from the corner. That one halfway down and out. Rebound Arcadia for the moment, and they'll have it. And Flowers into the front court. And she'll pull it back out. And inside the three-point line, that shot nearly goes off the window for Mays. Rebound pulled down by Fontenot. 2 strong rebounds. That's exactly what Coach Fortenberry wants to see. Canoyer up ahead. Karis Fortenberry catches in rhythm and shot up and no good. She's headed to the free throw line for some free throws. Again, once Merryville's able to get to their spot, it's causing Arcadia some problems. And if that's on Abney, that's her 3rd. And it is. Brianna Abney, 3 fouls here in the first half. And Karis Fortenberry's first free throw rolls out. And the teams don't really get a whole lot of time to shoot in the gym before the game. They get 15 minutes. You know, depth perception totally different from a high school gym you're normally used to playing in. Fortenberry misses both, but Wing skies up for the offensive rebound. Blocked from behind on the way up, but it'll stay with the Lady Panthers. Good hustle there by Cassidy Wing. Got position, tried to go up quickly with it. That one sent out the door, but she'll steal a possession for Merryville, leading 23-16 with 1:50 to play. Offensive foul. That one going the other way. And I believe that's Raylan Williams trying to get position down there on the block. Raylan Williams, just her first. Arcadia basketball. Jemiah Flowers bounces it over to Deasia Alexander. She'll hit the gas pedal and get the spin on that one. It stays in, hangs on the rim, and goes in. Her first points of the afternoon. Fortenberry leaves the defender on the ground, gets into the front court. Raylan Williams, a little hesitation, and shuffled her feet before she put the shot up. Again, could be some nerves, be a little bit of excitement out there. Everybody kind of moving a little bit faster than normal. 1:25 to play in the half. Merryville leads at 23-18. Some pressure in the backcourt by Fontenot. They'll get it up to Alexander. Deasia Alexander with Raylan Williams in front of her. Stops, and she'll kick that one out to Ariana Williams. Williams knifes in. Layup is good. Nice finish at the rim by Ariana Williams. It's a 3-point Merryville lead with 1:10 to play in the half. Garris Fortenberry will get it up quickly. Wing, catch and shoot three from the corner. That one off the mark. Long rebound tapped out and nearly saved by Flowers, but it'll go back to Merryville. Good hustle by Flowers, but she was probably better off just letting that one roll out. So Merryville has an extra possession. Fortenberry crossover into the paint, dumps it down. Nice pass to Raylan Williams. She's fouled, can't finish, but she's headed to the free throw line. Fortenberry looked like she was on the way up, found the better option, dumps it down to Raylan Williams, and Raylan at the free throw line now for a couple of free throws. And that's Janiah Mays' first foul. 23-20, Lady Panthers lead. That one off the mark, short off the front iron. Merryville hadn't shot it particularly well from the stripe yet. Don't want to leave that many free chances and leave too much meat on the bone there. And Raylan gets 1 of 2. 3 points here all in the second quarter. Merryville leads at 24-20 with 50 seconds to play in the half. It'll be Flowers to operate in the front court. She'll give way to Ariana Williams. Williams over to Mays. Mays on the far side. Gets it to Alexander at the elbow. Little step back. Nice close by Raylan Williams to make her give it up. Now back it goes to Ariana Williams over on the wing. She'll step into a deep three. That one off the mark. Mays gets the rebound. Nobody ran the box out for Merryville. Shot up no good. Another chance at it. And this time the shot by Lewis is no good, and Merryville clears. Fortenberry into the front court. Right-hand layup, too strong. Nice rebound by Fontenot. She gets it to go off the window from the right side. Addie Fontenot cleans up the loose change. 5 seconds to play. Williams looks up at the clock. 3 seconds. She'll step into it. Good if it goes. At the buzzer, it goes off the back iron. No good. And that ends the first half. Lady Panthers lead it at the break. 26-20. We'll take a break ourselves, tally up some inventory, come back with some first half analysis and more. Great start here for the Lady Panthers in the first half of the Division IV non-select semifinal on today's Country 105.7.
Answer the call. Become an EMT in 12 weeks. Arcadia Ambulance and the National EMS Academy are looking for dedicated people just like you to join their upcoming EMT class. With convenient hybrid training, you can become a certified medic and start saving lives. EMT positions are open right here in central Louisiana and across our 4-state service area. This isn't just a job, it's a calling. Seats are limited, so don't wait. Visit becomeamedic.com to get started. That's becomeamedic.com.
This is District 30 State Senator Mike Reese, and I'd like to wish our area teams the best of luck as they strive to bring home a state championship. I would like to congratulate all of our student athletes for their excellence on the field, on the court, and in the classroom. I'm a proud supporter of all of our area teams, bands, cheerleaders, and dance lines. Best of luck to all of our area teams from your District 30 State Senator Mike Reese.
Weaver Motors, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealership, 603 South Margaret Avenue in Kirbyville, Texas, is the dealership for you. If you're in the market for a new or pre-owned vehicle, they're only a short, scenic drive across the Sabine River from west central Louisiana. A great sales team working to provide you a great price followed by great service. That's Weaver Motors, Kirbyville, serving the area since 1974. Call them at 409-423-4623. That's 409-423-4623. Worth the drive.
Mr. Brent Rutherford and the staff at the Beauregard Parish Tax Assessor's Office are quite the sports fans and would like to wish all Beauregard Parish teams and athletes best of luck in their quest for bringing home a state championship this season. Mr. Brent and his staff at the tax office understand the importance of athletics combined with academics in molding the lives of our children. Best of luck to all area Beauregard Parish teams from Brent Rutherford and the staff of the Beauregard Parish Tax Assessor's Office.
You need a bank like a great oak tree, with roots that run deep in the community and wide branching arms that give you the comfort and relief knowing you're covered from the storm. Beauregard Federal Savings Bank is there for you. Their roots run so deep, they've been serving the DeRidder community since 1948. Their staff have been trained on the same values of quality customer service and personal treatment since the bank's founding. From loans to debit cards to IRAs, online banking, and other services, visit us at BeauregardFederal.com. or head to 122 Jefferson Street or 522 North Pine Street in DeRidder today.
This is Sheriff Mark Herford. On behalf of the Beauregard Parish Sheriff's Office, I'd like to wish our Merryville Lady Panthers all the best as they represent their school, their town and all of Beauregard Parish in the Louisiana girls basketball state semifinals. We are so proud of you all. Go Lady Panthers.
The Merryville Pioneer Heritage Festival is coming up Saturday, March 28th on the grounds of the Merryville Historical Society and Museum. There's free admission to the festival. Come out for pioneer demonstrations, shopping, food vendors, the silent auction, plus lots of activities for the kids. There'll be a parade at 10 a.m., a veteran ceremony at 11, and live music throughout the afternoon. For more information on the Merryville Pioneer Heritage Festival, visit merryvillemuseum.org. It's all happening Saturday, March 28th at the Merryville Pioneer Heritage Festival. Visit explorelouisiana.com to plan your trip today.
Great food, great drinks, and a great time? You're sure to find all that and maybe more at Double D Steakhouse in DeRidder. Open daily at 11 a.m., they are ready to serve you juicy burgers, delicious chicken dishes, and cut daily certified Angus beef steaks, all cooked over a mesquite grill. Compliment your entree with a loaded baked potato, some steamed veggies, or any of their many side selections. Watch your favorite sports teams on one of their mini TVs while enjoying an ice-cold draft beer or one of their many popular drink specials. Double D Steakhouse, located on Highway 171 in DeRidder, for great food, great drinks, and a great time.
Are you paying your bank to hold your money? If so, it's time to make the switch to a bank with totally free checking. Sabine State Bank offers free checking with no fees, no minimum balance, no balance requirements, no analysis fees, and we still include check images in your statements without a fee. There is even a free small business account. If you really want free checking, stop by one of our convenient 45 locations. Sabine State Bank. Our goal, your future success. Member FDIC.
Jackson Hewitt handles your taxes and your stress. Inhale on no surprise price of $149 or less. Exhale, paying more for complicated taxes. You won't. Inhale, new tax law knowledge. Exhale, missing out on your biggest refund? Certainly not. Don't miss paying $149 or less. Rest easy. Jackson Hewitt's got your taxes. Guaranteed. Limited time offer for new clients on federal returns. Participating locations only. Terms at jacksonhewitt.com/149.
Answer the call. Become an EMT in 12 weeks. Arcadia Ambulance and the National EMS Academy are looking for dedicated people just like you to join their upcoming EMT class. With convenient hybrid training, you can become a certified medic and start saving lives. EMT positions are open right here in central Louisiana and across our 4-state service area. This isn't just a job, it's a calling. Seats are limited, so don't wait. Visit becomeamedic.com to get started. That's becomeamedic.com.
This is District 30 State Senator Mike Reese, and I'd like to wish our area teams the best of luck as they strive to bring home a state championship. I would like to congratulate all of our student athletes for their excellence on the field, on the court, and in the classroom. I'm a proud supporter of all of our area teams, bands, cheerleaders, and dance lines. Best of luck to all of our area teams from your District 30 State Senator Mike Reese.
Halftime here at the University Center. The first of three for us this afternoon/evening. The Division IV non-select semifinal. It's the Merryville Lady Panthers at the break, leading 26-20 over Arcadia. Lady Panthers trying to get back to the state championship game for the first time since 2018, and they are off to a good start. Again, it could be a little bit better when you dive into the stats. We'll give you the point totals first, get that out of the way. Avery Canoyer leading the way for Merryville with 8 points. The caveat there, all in the first quarter for Avery. So we talked about this team and them not having to rely on the scoring of Avery Canoyer as much as everyone else is able to chip in and score the basketball as well. But she had 8 all in the first quarter. Miranda Williams with 6-4 there in that second quarter. Couple of baskets. Again, one of those very impressive, just moved the defender out of the way. 5 for Kara Swartenberry, 4 for Addie Fondo, all in the second quarter. And then Raylan Williams with 3. But again, Merryville able to just kind of dominate in the paint, as we'll see from the points in the paint. Merryville a +8 in that category. 18 points in the paint to Arcadia's 10. Second chance points, 11-4 in favor of Merryville. Rihanna Abney, 8 points for Arcadia, all in the first quarter, but she's also dealing with some foul trouble. 3 fouls for Rihanna Abney, 2 apiece for Ariana Williams and Deasia Alexander. Those are kind of 3 players that the Lady Hornets rely on, but you start to dig into the stats again. if Merryville rebounds, we talked about them just not being able to secure the one chance, second chance opportunities, but they're actually out rebounding Arcadia in the first half, 24-17. But the key is 12 offensive rebounds to 10. Arcadia has that over Merryville, but again, it's not as bad as it looked. It seems like when they get chances for Merryville to clear, they're not able to clear the easy ones. But again, they're out rebounding them +7 in total rebounds, but Arcadia does have a 12-10 advantage on the offensive rebounding category. Another issue for Arcadia, this is, again, if you're Merryville, just rebound the basketball. They are shooting 8 for 34 from the field, 23.5%. And it's even worse from three. Again, we said they weren't afraid to let it rip. Just 2 for 10 from beyond the arc, 20%. So 8 for 34 from the field, 2 for 10 from three. And again, just 2 out of 4 free throws attempted. And I think you can credit that to the length of Merryville inside, that Arcadia is having to settle for these threes that they're not very comfortable shooting and making. As for if you flip it over on the Merryville end, shooting pretty well, 10 for 23 from the floor, 43.5%. Again, just 2 3-point attempts. Nearly both for Cassidy Wing almost went in. But again, they're getting high percentage looks. You look at points in the paint. Again, that's where they're doing their damage. 18 of their 26 in the painted area. If it's not the two bigs, it's Avery Knoyer getting to the rim and Kara Sportenberry. They're getting to the free throw line. Problem is they need to knock down a little bit more. 6 for 11, just 54%. Again, you don't want to leave any meat on the bone here, especially in a semifinal or a state championship. But a 26-20 lead for the Lady Panthers. We'll take a 30-second timeout, and we will have second half action for the Division IV state semifinal right here on today's Country 105.7.
Weaver Motors, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealership, 603 South Margaret Avenue in Kirbyville, Texas, is the dealership for you. If you're in the market for a new or pre-owned vehicle, they're only a short, scenic drive across the Sabine River from west central Louisiana. A great sales team working to provide you a great price followed by great service. That's Weaver Motors, Kirbyville, serving the area since 1974. Call them at 409-423-4623. That's 409-423-4623. Worth the drive.
Back to action here, and Arcadia started with it. Avery Knoyer picks the pocket, and she's headed to the free throw line. Quick action there out of the break as Knoyer gets the steal. She's headed to the free throw line.
Personal foul, Jemiah Flowers.
And Jemiah Flowers picks up the foul. But again, right here near us at midcourt, Avery, active hands, got into the front court quickly, and now she's at the free throw line. Hadn't scored since the first quarter, and now she does that. Gets Merryville on the board first here in the second half. 27-20 now, Lady Panthers lead. And they'll play the winner of the 1-5 matchup in the championship. If they move on, Knoyer gets both. So a good start there in the free throw category. Again, just 6 for 11, I beg your pardon, in the first half. 2 for 2 here to start for Knoyer, and it's a 28-20 Merryville lead, the biggest of the game. Before it was a 7-point lead was the biggest. Alexander to the rack, tried to shoot it over both Williams, and Miranda with the rebound. Avery pops the clutch, leaves it off for Fontenot, and the layup is good. Lady Panthers out and running in transition. And Addie Fontenot gives Merryville a 30-20 lead off the smooth assist by Knoyer. That shot no good. Rebound tapped out. Fontenot with the rebound. Garris Fortenberry full head of steam. She's looking for some help. Tried to bounce it under to Raylan Williams, and that pass was deflected. Deasia Alexander now into the front court for Arcadia. Fortenberry rips her clean, and now we have a whistle. I think Garris might have stepped on the side, and no, they'll give it back to Merryville. Arcadia lost it last. Nice hustle over there by Garris Fortenberry, and Merryville will have the basketball. 1 minute gone here in the second half. Merryville, their biggest lead of the afternoon, 30-20 over Arcadia. And looking to add to that total, a 4-0 start out of the locker room. In the quarterfinal against Mangum, they kind of did the same thing, which pretty much blew the doors open in the second half. And just like that, Knoyer off the catch and shoot just inside the three-point line, knocks one down. Timeout on the floor. Lady Panthers off and running here in the second half. They lead Arcadia 32-20. We'll take a timeout. It's the Division IV non-select semi on today's Country 105.7.
Mr. Brent Rutherford and the staff at the Beauregard Parish Tax Assessors are quite the sports fans and would like to wish all Beauregard Parish teams and athletes best of luck in their quest for bringing home a state championship this season. Mr. Brent and his staff at the tax office understand the importance of athletics combined with academics in molding the lives of our children. Best of luck to all area Beauregard Parish teams from Brent Rutherford and the staff of the Beauregard Parish Tax Assessors Office.
Back to action. And Lady Panthers off to a 6-0 run out of the locker room. Biggest lead of the afternoon, 32-20 over Arcadia. That last bucket by Avery Canoyer forced the timeout. And I think Coach Jason Fortenberry thinking he had a full. Maybe he did. He was looking around. Arcadia back out. Maybe they said all they needed to say over there on the Lady Hornet bench. But again, they're going to need some points. As Merryville, again, came out of the locker room against Mangum and pretty much did the same thing. It was close. They kind of settled in and just said, we're not going to have any of this, and ended up winning by 40. They'd like one of those here, but right now they're up 12. Arcadia out of the timeout has it. Alexander nearly has her pocket picked. Canoyer almost with the steal. The floater by Alexander no good, and another empty trip. Up ahead quickly on the run out. Avery couldn't catch it cleanly, so she'll wait for her teammates. Hounded over there by Flowers, and Fortenberry has it now at the top. She'll skip it over to the corner. Fontenot catch and shoot three. That one no good. Rebound pulled down under there by Deasia Alexander. Canoyer nearly tried to swipe it away. Alexander, nice euro over Fortenberry. Layup is good with the left hand. Deasia Alexander, a nice finish at the rim there. And now a steal off the inbound. And Ariana Williams doesn't get it to go. Rebound Arcadia. Flowers from the free throw line, no good. Scrambled for it. It's loose still. Fondo had it in her hand. And we'll see who touched it last. It'll be Arcadia basketball. Mays had a shot at it, and then that one rolled out. That shot misses everything off the inbound. I believe that was Alexander on the catch and shoot. That one sails out the tunnel. And back to Merryville it goes. 5.5 to play in the third quarter. Merryville leads it 32-22. Biggest lead of the game, 32-20 just moments ago. Now some pressure by Arcadia in the backcourt. Fortenberry, no issue there. She goes coast to coast. Shot up, no good. Rebound tapped out, still loose, and it'll stay with Merryville after Mays had trouble gathering possession. I think if Karras used the window there, she might have gotten it to go. Nearly got it to go. Regardless, and now Canoyer catch and shoot. Lost the headband, cashes in the three. So out of the timeout, Avery loses the headband. She's got 7 here in the quarter, 15 for the ball game. 35-22, Lady Panthers rolling right along here with 5:10 to go in the third quarter. Alexander out on the perimeter, trying to get around Raylan Williams. She'll put a tough shot up and kind of invited the contact there as Raylan will pick up the foul, but not much contact. Raylan did a pretty good job defending there. It's just veteran play by Deasia Alexander. And that'll be Raylan's second. First free throw is off the mark to the left. And if you're Arcadia down 13, you want to start knocking the free ones down. Will Norris walking by. They'll be on the call for the final 2 games like we will. Alexander empty trip. Got to cash those in if you're Arcadia. Fortenberry looking to run with the Lady Panthers in the front court. Some pressure applied. Nice defense by Flowers. Flowers nearly picks her clean. And Fortenberry still keeps her dribble. Now she knifes into the paint. Scoop shot no good. Rebound pulled down by Arcadia. Fortenberry hits the deck. And I think it's going to stay with Merryville. I don't know what happened down there. A scramble for it. Mace gets peeled off the floor, as does Fortenberry. And Merryville have an extra possession here. Fondo off the inbounds. Gets it to Raylan Williams. One dribble. She goes up, block, gets her own rebound, and that one will be dribbled off her foot. Again, she's having to work hard down there. It's both Miranda and Raylan down there, but Alexander up to the challenge. Blocks it out of bounds, and it goes off of Merryville last. So 4.5 to play in the quarter. Merryville comfortably out in front, 13 points, 35-22. But in Arcadia, this is a veteran team, and now Fortenberry going to pick up a foul. Wasn't really set to defend. Nice job there to force the contact by Abney, I believe. So Karras, just her first. Off the inbound, Abney catches. Going to work on Fortenberry yet again. Steps through, shot up, no good off the back iron. Fontenot taps it to herself. Rebound cleared by Merryville. Fortenberry bounces it to Canoyer in the backcourt. Canoyer, full head of steam, pops the clutch. Right-hand layup is up and in. And Avery Canoyer starting to take over here in the quarter. She's got 9-17 for the ball game. It's 37-22. And now a block on the other end. Fortenberry went straight up. It'll stay with Arcadia. Biggest lead of the afternoon, 37-22. On the inbound, Ariana Williams with it. Just 2 points in the quarter for Arcadia. Abney thought about a three. Now she'll start to dribble. And that's going to be an offensive foul as Fortenberry hits the deck in the paint. And the reason why is because she got shoved and the space was created. That is Abney's fourth foul. Abney, 8 points in the first quarter, hasn't scored since. She's got 4 fouls. Kendall Thomas will check in. Abney to the bench for probably the duration of the quarter. But again, it's a 15-point Merryville lead, 37-22. Canoyer catches, goes baseline, shot up. That one too strong, but right to Williams. And Miranda puts it in off the window. Miranda's got 8, 39-22. Lady Panthers off and rolling. Shot in the corner. Flowers is 3 on the closeout by Canoyer. Puts it right in her eye, and Flowers gets her first points of the second half. Just the 5th point for Arcadia here in the third quarter. Some more pressure. Fortenberry catches from Fontenot. Karras full head of steam. Goes all the way and jumped up into the air. I'm not sure if she was trying to give it away or go up with a shot. Got kind of caught in the middle. That'll be another unforced error. Again, a young team still, even with Canoyer and Miranda Williams out there. The rest are 8th graders. So you're going to have these, but you love them happening up 14 and not down 5 or in a tie game. Deasia Alexander takes the contact. Raylan Williams, nice defense, but the putback is in. Kennedy Bradford gets her first bit of run here. She puts it in off the offensive rebound. And it looks like Coach Fortenberry is going to call a timeout, maybe try to calm everybody down. 2:52 to play in the third. Merryville 39, Arcadia 27. It's the Division IV non-select semifinal on today's Country 105.7.
You need a bank like a great oak tree with roots that run deep in the community and wide branching arms that give you the comfort and relief knowing you're covered from the storm. Beauregard Federal Savings Bank is there for you. Their roots run so deep, they've been serving the DeRidder community since 1948. Their staff have been trained on the same values of quality customer service and personal treatment since the bank's founding. From loans to debit cards to IRAs, online banking, and other services, visit us at BeauregardFederal.com. or head to 122 Jefferson Street or 522 North Pine Street in DeRidder today.
KVVP Leesville, DeRidder, Fort Polk, today's Country 105.7.
Out of the timeout. Yeah, it might be a good timeout here from Coach Fortenberry. A little flurry of offense there for Arcadia. A little bit of sloppy play for Merryville, but they still lead it 39-27 with 2:52 to play in the third. Again, trying to punch their ticket to the state championship game for the first time since 2018. Looking for the program's first championship. They'll take on the winner of Midland East Feliciana. They'll play that one at 6:15, so I'll be able to check that one out right before we go back on air for Rose Pine Sacred Heart today. In the first of 3 for us. This one, Simpson Evans, and then Rose Pine Sacred Heart. Williams dumps it to Fortenberry. She probably should have went up. Raylan a little unselfish there. Threw it into a double team. Turnover. Back to Arcadia it goes. Kendall Thomas hit a 3 in the first quarter. She'll give way to Ariana Williams, who cashes in a 3, and now it's a 9-point Merryville lead. So Merryville had put the clamps on Arcadia there in that right out of the locker room. They've scored a few buckets here simultaneously after a couple of stops. Canoyer breaks the pressure. Little ball fake, layup no good. Miranda Williams rebound, blocked on the way up, blocked again. And nice defense there as Deasia Alexander pulls it out and Arcadia looking to run. And now Avery's going to pick up her third foul. And again, 3 fouls for Avery. You do not need her in foul trouble. So it'll be a side out. Again, Avery just trying to hustle. Might have crashed into the press row here to my left. But again, still too much time in the basketball game to be picking up fouls 40 feet away from the basket. And now it'll be Ariana Williams. Arcadia trailing by 9, and now make it 7 as Williams spins one in off the window. She's got 5 in the quarter, and some pressure applied by Arcadia in the backcourt. Fortenberry trying to get around it. That one kicks off her foot, but right to Fontenot. Fontenot's ripped, and Arcadia has it. Flowers shot up, no good. The rebound pulled down. Fontenot blocks it. Another chance for Williams. That one spins out, and Fontenot gets the rebound. Merryville looking to push. They'll get it to Avery Knoyer. She'll step into a 3. That one no good. Raylan Williams with the rebound has it swatted away. Yasia Alexander pulls it down. 90 seconds to play. Merryville leads it by 7. Arcadia on a run here trying to close out the quarter. Near foul there. They didn't call it. They'll swing it out for 3. That one no good. That was Thomas. And Fortenberry gets the rebound, and now a whistle underneath. The Arcadia fans aren't going to like that one, and I can't blame them. Bradford picks up her first, but I believe that was Miranda Williams that left her feet, basically bumped the shooter, no call. And then you give that one up, so they have the argument there. But if you're Merryville, you just got to survive the end of this quarter here. And that's an offensive foul. Karras trying to create some separation. She'll pick up her second. And again, the youth starting to kind of show a little bit here. As Avery Knoyer will start to pull the youngsters together and give some encouragement. But again, I think if you're Merryville, you just got to calm down. They were up as many as 15 in the quarter. It's now down to 7 with 1 minute and 5 seconds to play in the third quarter. Williams has been the catalyst. She'll get it to Alexander. Deep 3, that one off the back iron. Long rebound goes out to Raylan Williams. Knoyer catches it. And she'll slow it down and get it to Fortenberry in the front court with 45 seconds to play in the third. 39-32, Merryville leads. And that one nearly goes through Fontenot's wicket. She'll catch it over near the Merryville bench. She's tied up, scramble for it, still loose. And Alexander gets it out. Knoyer nearly steals it. It's a 3-on-1 Arcadia. Flowers shoots over Fontenot, no good. Rebound out. Back out to Williams for 3. It's good. Ariana Williams, 7 points in the quarter. It's a 4-point game with 15 seconds to play. Knoyer breaks the press. She's looking to go coast to coast. Layup off the bottom of the backboard. And she wanted a whistle. Jump ball. It will stay with Merryville with 9 seconds to play. It is a 4-point game. It was 15. And it'll be as Flowers flopping, trying to create some contact there on Knoyer, and on the inbound, they'll get it to Raylan Williams. One dribble, shot up, no good. Rebound pulled down by Arcadia. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Williams looks up. Good if it goes at the horn, and it'll go out of bounds, and that ends the quarter. Merryville up as many as 15 in the third, but a surge late by Arcadia. We got a good one, folks. Headed to the final 8 minutes. It's Merryville 39, Arcadia 35 on the Division IV non-select semifinal. Today's Country 105.7.
This is Sheriff Mark Herford. On behalf of the Beauregard Parish Sheriff's Office, I'd like to wish our Merryville Lady Panthers all the best as they represent their school, their town, and all of Beauregard Parish in the Louisiana Girls Basketball State Semifinals. We are so proud of you all. Go Lady Panthers.
The Merryville Pioneer Heritage Festival is coming up Saturday, March 28th on the grounds of the Merryville Historical Society and Museum. There's free admission to the festival. Come out for pioneer demonstrations, shopping, food vendors, the silent auction, plus lots of activities for the kids. There'll be a parade at 10 a.m., a veteran ceremony at 11, and live music throughout the afternoon. For more information on the Merryville Pioneer Heritage Festival, visit MerryvilleMuseum.org. It's all happening Saturday, March 28th at the Merryville Pioneer Heritage Festival. Visit ExploreLouisiana.com to plan your trip today.
Back to action here. We get ready to start the final quarter that had a 15-point Merryville lead trimmed to 4. 39-35, they lead it. We head to the final 8. Alexander off the catch, shot up no good, and the rebound tied up, and the arrow should give it to Merryville. That was a 15-13 quarter in favor of Arcadia that did not look to be as such. When we started about halfway through the quarter, Arcadia woke up, and Ariana Williams, the catalyst, she had 8 of her 12 in that quarter, and now we have a whistle and a foul. Ariana Williams a little too handsy back there on Fortenberry, so she'll pick up her third. Again, that was a 9-point Avery Canoyer quarter and a 8-point Ariana Williams quarter. Canoyer to Fortenberry, and again, you want to test the mental toughness here of this young Merryville team. You let a 15-point lead evaporate to 4. Let's see what they're made of here. They'll start with it. Canoyer takes the bump, shot up, no good. She's headed to the free throw line. And that's going to be on Flowers. Flowers is second. Avery at the free throw line. Again, halfway through the quarter, it looked like Merryville was going to absolutely roll. Arcadia just couldn't find anything offensively, and then they started to chip away and cut it to a 39-35 lead. And Avery gets the friendly roll there. She's got 18 points now. Yeah, Arcadia shot it 33%, but the key was 60% from deep, 3 out of 5 as Canoyer gets both. She's got 19. The lead back up to 6, 41-35. And Williams goes to the rim. Fontenot sends it out the door. Addie Fontenot, and the crowd wanted a foul, but that was all basketball there as Fontenot just denied Ariana Williams. And she tried to get to the rack. Now Alexander off the inbound working on Raylan Williams. Little sky hook. That one off the back iron too strong. And Miranda Williams has the rebound. Canoyer with it. Full head of steam passing us here at the scores table. She'll bounce it over to Fontenot. Shot up no good, but she's headed to the free throw line. Fontenot runs the floor. Canoyer finds her, and Addie headed to the free throw line. Kennedy Bradford second. You look at the third quarter shooting comparison for Merryville. They shot it 5 out of 15, 1 for 2 from deep, 6 for 18 for Arcadia, 3 for 5 from deep. As Fontenot's first free throw, no good. They made both of their free throws, did Merryville, in the quarter. Arcadia missed both of theirs in that third. Fontenot will have one more. And misses both. Rebound tried to keep it alive with Fortenberry. So empty trip there. 6-point lead for Merryville. Minute gone here in the fourth. Alexander pull up at the elbow. Might have been blocked from behind, but I think Fontenot might have got her on the way up. So that'll be a foul on Fontenot, her second.
Personal foul. First team foul.
So now at the free throw line is Deasia Alexander. Alexander, 4 points on the afternoon. Missed a couple of free throws her last trip, and that one rolls out. Ice cold from the stripe. Arcadia, again, trying to chip back into that lead in the third. Unable to cash in from the free throw line, and some more trouble here. One more coming for Deasia Alexander. And that one rattles out on her. And trying to save it in, Arcadia throws it right to Fontenot. Tried to get it back to Canoyer in the backcourt. That was a near turnover, and now Avery will control it. She'll hit the accelerator, try to get into a free throw jumper. That one blocked, still loose, and it's a little room service on the other end as Ariana Williams lays it in. It was a 3-on-none. It's a 4-point Merryville lead. Kind of a crazy sequence there. Canoyer tried to maybe anticipate some contact. Now Fortenberry tries to go behind the back. Nice defense on her by Kendall Thomas. And Coach Fortenberry screaming for a timeout. Finally gets it as Arcadia bench thought she threw the ball away, but it was definitely a timeout. So we'll take it with them, getting a little crazy here. 6:20 to play in the Division IV non-slick semifinal. Merryville hanging on for dear life, 41-37 over Arcadia.
The best steakhouse in Leesville, you may ask? Why, that would be the Wagon Master Steakhouse, of course. Cut fresh daily certified Angus beef sirloins, ribeyes, fillets, and so much more. Tender, juicy steaks, chicken, burgers, or even some fried fish. With all the selections on their kid menus, even the pickiest little cowpoke in your family will have their taste buds satisfied. Enjoy one of their many ice-cold draft beer selections. Watch the game while chowing down on one of their delicious appetizers like a tumbleweed or some bacon-wrapped shrimp. Open daily at 11 a.m. Sure hope to see y'all soon at Wagon Master Steakhouse in Leesville.
Arcadia crowd not too pleased with how that sequence played out, but Coach Fortenberry was calling timeout for about a week and a half, and the ref just didn't yell it or blow his whistle loud enough. What a find by Fortenberry underneath to Miranda Williams. It was a near turnover at half court. Instead, Fortenberry regathers, and now Miranda Williams in double figures. It's a 43-37 lead. 6 minutes to go in the ball game. Winner to the state championship. Williams, deep three. That one no good. Long rebound out. And still loose. It goes into the hands of Alexander. She takes the bump from Raylan Williams. She'll head to the free throw line. Again, this is a little bit similar to how the second quarter was. Yeah, she's been affected all night by the size underneath. And Alexander, again, she's had some empty trips from the free throw line. She's missed 4 in a row. Make it 5 in a row. Leaving a lot of meat on the bone here in a 6-point game. It's an Arcadia team going to make their third straight appearance in a state championship game as Alexander looks to the heavens, trying to make their third straight trip to the state championship. Rolled through the playoffs in the regional round. Had some issues in the quarters. Lake Arthur had them beat a couple minutes down the stretch. And now too handsy there on the far side. Kendall Thomas, I believe, is going to pick up that foul. But yeah, Lake Arthur probably should have won the game. Up 4 with about 2 minutes left, I believe. Just kind of lost it late. Williams to Williams as Raylan tried to bounce it to Miranda. It'll be a turnover. Can't have those. It's gotten sloppy ever since the 15-point lead evaporated to 4. As now some of the other schools come in. I see a couple of Simpson fans in the building. It's like a Bella Honeycutt fathead cutout over there on the far side. Ariana Williams goes up, blocked by Fontenot. That one will be on the baseline, and I think it's going to stay. Nope, they're going to give it to Merryville. Arcadia fans giving it to the referees down there. They've been, those two down there, getting their money's worth on the front row. 43-38, 5.5 to play in the ballgame. Winner moves on to the state final. Fortenberry working on Thomas. She'll bounce it over to Fontenot. Catch and shoot 3. That one misses everything. Goes right to Miranda Williams. Blocked on the way up by Alexander. And now Ariana Williams into the front court. Free throw line, Euro step. Can't get it to go off the back iron. Fontenot pulls down the rebound. And now Fontenot will calmly get it over to Fortenberry as Avery Canoyer was calling for it here near us. And smartly didn't make the risky half-court length pass there. Halfway through the fourth, Canoyer cut off. She'll skip it over to the corner. Fontenot dumps it down on the block. Miranda Williams back to the basket. Turns up, has it blocked, gets a rebound. Spins, has it blocked again, but right to Fontenot. Fontenot dumps it down, and now a whistle and a foul underneath. Merryville working hard to get the whistle. I believe that's Thomas. And no, that's on DH Alexander. That's her third. I can't read backwards hands very good. I just wait until the Jumbotron up above me gives me the right number, and that's DH Alexander's third. Fontenot at the free throw line. Has it go off the back iron, no good. Both teams less than desirable from the charity stripe today. Merryville leads it 43-38, 4:33 to play in the ball game. That one's short, no good. The rebound tapped out to Raylan Williams. She'll put up a shot fading away. Might have took a bump there, no good, but now Karras nearly had it stolen. It goes into the hands of Alexander. Crisis averted there for Arcadia. They nearly gave it away. Alexander penetrates, kicks to Williams, and she's blocked, but a whistle and a foul. That one might be on Miranda Williams. And that is Miranda Williams' third. First free throw is no good. And that's Ariana Williams. She had a fantastic third quarter, kind of the catalyst getting them to come back here. She's got 14 points. She had 8 there in the third, just 4 at half. So she really got going. And she gets 1 of 2, so 15 points now for Ariana Williams. She's had a nice game. 43-39, Merryville hanging on for dear life like a cat on a screen door. And now Raylan Williams hits the deck on the entry pass from Conoyer. And a possession arrow is going to give it back to Arcadia. So it's just been really sloppy. Now halfway through the third quarter, things started to flip. Looked like Merryville was getting ready to run away with it. Arcadia just kind of dug deep, and Ariana Williams kind of put the Lady Hornets on her back. Halfway through the fourth, Merryville leads 43-39. Arcadia with the basketball in the front court. Little crossover dribble by Williams on Fontenot, spin move, and now whistling a foul. And I think they got Fortenberry there. So that's Karras' third. And no good on the first free throw for Williams. So now off the bench, I believe it was around the 3:50 mark in the third, as that one rims out no good. Rebound tapped out to Merryville. Raylan Williams controls. Brianna Abney picked up her 4th foul in the third with about 4 minutes left, and that's a whistle and a foul. And that is not Abney. That's going to be Flowers back there. That's her third. Reach in on Conoyer. But Abney has set for just about 10 minutes of game time. He came out around the 4-minute mark of the third and then set for most of the quarter. And now Conoyer at the free throw line. And if you're Merryville, you got to execute from the stripe. Arcadia is going to look at the box score if they aren't able to come back and win this, and they're going to see how much they've left at the stripe as well. The Warriors' first free throw is good. Avery now with a cool 20 points. Again, a 3,000-point score. Needed 27 last week, got that plus 10. And her sister, Andrea, put on a show in here. Has the record for most points in a single game and 2 games in the 1A bracket. As Conoyer gets both, she's got 21. And we'll have a sub come in here for Arcadia. It'll be Jemiah Flowers out and Kendall Thomas in. Thanks, Coach Tim Kyle, listening in. He liked my cat on the screen door reference. If you ever seen it, they hang on to that thing for dear life. Crossover by Williams on Fontenot. Euro step doesn't go. Blocked and out of bounds back to Merryville. Nice defense under there by Addie Fontenot. That'll give it back to Merryville with a 6-point lead, 3.5 to go. Again, nothing doing down there. If Merryville's able to get that defense set, Fontenot, Fortenberry, and now they'll try to throw it up ahead to Karras, and that's a risky pass. It'll be intercepted by Abney. Abney playing with 4 fouls, puts on the brakes at the free throw line. We'll kick it back out to Deasia Alexander. She'll knife in on Raylan Williams. Scoop shot is going to roll around and go down. Deasia Alexander now with 7 points in the ballgame. It is a 45-41 lead. 3 minutes and 10 seconds will feel like an eternity for Merryville here as they lead it by 4. Little inside-out dribble. Conoyer knifes in, and she's headed to the free throw line. Once she had that little hesitation dribble, the defender's feet was in quicksand, and now she's headed to the free throw line.
Personal foul on Kennedy Bradford.
That is Bradford's third. And Avery, who just knocked down a pair. And again, it's all about execution. Avery just knocked down 2 free throws. But she'd like to have a little more here. And Warriors starting to settle in from the strike. Substitution for Arcadia. It'll be Bradford out. I believe that's Janiah Mays back in. It's like the Calvin mascot. They're making him carry all the equipment here in the mascot suit. Benoyer knocks down both. She's made 4 straight from the stripe here in the quarter. She's got 23 for the ball game. Alexander, a little hesitation move on Raylan Williams. Shot up no good. Rebound loose. Fortenberry corrals it. 6-point lead for Merryville. 2:40 to play in the ball game. Fortenberry will pull it out to Avery Canoyer. Canoyer knifes in. Nobody there. Blocked on the way up. Nice rotation to help out by Mays. That one goes out of bounds. And it'll stay with Merryville, but there was a clear lane there for Avery. And instead, it'll actually be out of bounds back to Arcadia. So you may kind of scoff at the quick shot, but, I mean, there was nobody in the lane. That was just great rotation over by Mays to knock it away. Or Canoyer has an easy layup. Shot up just inside the three-point line by Williams. No good. Canoyer splits a double. She's got Fontenot out there. She'll leave it for her. Right-hand layup is in. Addie Fontenot out in the open floor. It's 49-41. Biggest lead in a while. 2 minutes and 10 seconds to play. Williams' deep three is cash. Oriana Williams, stone cold, steps into one and makes it a 49-44 lead. Canoyer back on the offensive end and tried to get some contact there. That one stripped away. Thomas bounce pass to Williams to Alexander. Layup is in. Yasia Alexander, 5 points. Timeout on the floor. I don't know if the Merryville bench liked the quickness in which they pushed the basketball in that possession, but it is a 3-point Merryville lead with 1:50 to play in the ball game. Take a 30-second timeout. Got a good one, folks, right here on today's Country 105.7.
Are you paying your bank to hold your money? If so, it's time to make the switch to a bank with totally free checking. Sabine State Bank offers free checking with no fees, no minimum balance, no balance requirements, no analysis fees, and we still include check images in your statements without a fee. There is even a free small business account. If you really want free checking, stop by one of our convenient 45 locations. Sabine State Bank. Our goal, your future success. Member FDIC.
Again, Merryville led by as many as 8. Just feels like 5 seconds ago. But then 2 quick baskets, a 3, and then a 2 off a turnover. Lady Panthers lead it over Arcadia, 49-46 with 1:50 to play in the ball game. Again, this has felt like, if you're a Merryville fan or coach or player, you've been trying to just get this clock to bleed down. It has felt like an eternity. And now out of the timeout, it'll be Merryville basketball. No immediate pressure in the backcourt by Arcadia. But again, this is an Arcadia team. They've been down here. They know what it takes to win close games. They were in a close game just a few days ago. Had to scrap and claw and come back to win that one to get here. Fontenot over in the far corner near the Merryville bench. Baseline or elbow jumper is blocked on the way up by Alexander. She's off and running. All the way to the rim. And Canoyer, what a block. What hustle to not foul. She sends it out. Stops the fast break layup. What a heck of a play by Avery Canoyer. And Arcadia will reset. What an unbelievable defensive effort to get back and not give up the easy layup. Ariana Williams catches it on the wing. Goes up. Tough layup is good. Count the basket. And with a free throw, Ariana Williams could tie the game. And Fortenberry slow to get up under the basket.
Personal foul.
And Karras took the worst of that one. That's our 4th foul. But more importantly, Ariana Williams could tie the game up with a free throw here. And she does. It's about time, because I don't know if anybody from Arcadia would have wanted to take another free throw if they didn't make that one. Tied up here, 1:23 to play. Fortenberry with the basketball now. All the way to the rim. Shot up and in off the window. Karras Fortenberry right back at you. It's a 2-point lead with 1:13 to play. Ariana Williams with it. They'll dump it underneath to Abney. Abney's layup is good. Brianna Abney just kind of got behind the defense. Tied up at 51. 60 seconds to play in the ball game. Winner to the state championship. Canoyer sees the double, gets it underneath, shot up and in, count the basket and the foul. Miranda Williams to the free throw line, took the contact. The basketball hung on the rim for an eternity. She's headed to the free throw line. And that is Deasia Alexander's 4th foul. And Miranda Williams looking to add to a 53-51 Merryville lead with 50 seconds to play. And ice cold, she knocks down the free throw. 13 points for Miranda Williams. 50 seconds to play. 3-point lead for Merryville. Ariana Williams with it. Back on the Arcadia end. Knifes in, and we got a whistle underneath. And Canoyer was down there for a while. They're going to call. And that's actually going to be on Fortenberry, and that'll be Karras' 5th foul. Canoyer was down there to try to take the charge. Now we've got some confusion, as I guess it was Fortenberry on the reach by because Canoyer was down there ready to take the charge. So Karras will foul out. What an excellent game for her. So she'll finish with 7 points, but she'll have to watch the rest of this one just like us. And now free throws coming here in a 3-point game for Arcadia. And again, it hasn't been easy from the stripe. Ariana Williams will step up to the free throw line. And now we have all kind of confusion here. Not sure what the confusion is, but at the moment, Cassidy Wing checked in for Fortenberry, who fouled out. So you had Karras with 4, so she's gone. 3 apiece for Avery Canoyer and Miranda Williams. 2 apiece for Raylan Williams and Addie Fontenot. You got 4 for Abney, 4 for Deasia Alexander on the Arcadia side. Bradford, Williams, Flowers with 3. First free throw rattles down and goes in for Ariana Williams. She's got 22 here this afternoon. It's been an excellent game for number 4 in the black and gold. And rims out on the second. Raylan Williams gets the rebound, and with 35 seconds left, Merryville leads at 54-52. Canoyer, a little inside-out dribble, a little elbow pull-up jumper, rims out. Miranda Williams gets the rebound. Power dribble, tries to go up, had it stripped away. It'll stay with Merryville. You almost didn't want Miranda to go back up with that one, maybe pull that out. But 26.8 seconds left. Merryville has it with a 54-52 lead. Canoyer gets it over to Wing on the catch, and Coach Fortenberry, before that gets out of hand, will call a timeout. We'll take a 30-second break with him. 25 seconds left. Merryville trying to hang on to a 54-52 lead on today's Country 105.7.
Jackson Hewitt handles your taxes and your stress. Inhale on no surprise price of $149 or less. Exhale, paying more for complicated taxes. You won't. Inhale, new tax law knowledge. Exhale, missing out on your biggest refund? Certainly not. Don't miss paying $149 or less. Rest easy. Jackson Hewitt's got your taxes. Guaranteed. Limited time offer for new clients on federal returns. Participating locations only. Terms at jacksonhewitt.com/149.
Out of the out. Leads at 54-52. 25.3 seconds to play. Again, the winner moves on to the Division IV non-select state championship game. That is Friday at noon. They'll take on the winner of the 1-5 matchup. Midland, the top seed, and East Feliciana, the 5 seed. That was a 5-13 matchup in the quarters of the top half of that bracket. East Feliciana beat Logansport, the 13th seed, in overtime. It'll be Merryville to inbound it from the side near us. Cassidy Wing gets it over to Canoyer with 25 seconds left. We'll see if the fouls start coming quickly here. Nice on-ball defense by Flowers, trying to get Canoyer, and we'll have a whistle, and that'll be another timeout. And I think the Arcadia bench was wanting to maybe foul there. 17 seconds. Kenoyer let a lot of time ran off playing keep away. She nearly got the 5-second call, though, because it was such good defense from Flowers. But again, first of 3 for us today here in the semifinals. Day 1 of the 2026 LHSA Girls March Madness State Tournament down here in Hammond, America. It is, again, we've got 17 and a half seconds left in what's been a fantastic game here between Merryville and Arcadia. And then at 4:30, the Class C semifinal, and all Vernon Parish win at that. It'll be the defending champs, the Lady Broncos, against the Evans Lady Eagles. First time Evans has made it since '93. And then in the nightcap, a rematch of last year's Division III Select semi. And now it'll be Raylan Williams on the catch. She's fouled. A lot of contact underneath. That one could have got hairy quick as Kenoyer hit the ground. But they go to Raylan Williams, and now the 8th grade will head to the free throw line after some encouragement from Kenoyer and Fontenot, and he's got a chance to make this a 2-possession game if she can knock down a pair. Again, it'll be Rose Pine Sacred Heart at 8 o'clock tonight. And Raylan Williams' first free throw is good, as Miranda in the backcourt nearly had a heart attack back here. One more coming for Raylan Williams to make it a 4-point Merryville lead. That one off the back iron, no good. Rebound pulled down by Alexander. She'll get it to Abney. And we have a whistle and another timeout. Could barely hear the whistle. It sounded like everybody was kind of screaming there. Again, Merryville led this by as many as 15 in the third. Arcadia clawed their way back in that third quarter. They could not end fast enough for Merryville to cut it to a 39-35 Merryville lead heading into the fourth. It was tied a few moments ago. And Merryville, after Williams goes 1 of 2, leads at 55-52. And if you're Arcadia and Merryville needs to at least get a body on Ariana Williams when she touches the basketball. She has been the catalyst. 22 points, 18 of those 22 in the second half. She's knocked down a few threes. And again, it is a 3-point Merryville lead. And if you're Merryville, you have to rebound off a miss. And again, with Kara Sportenberry out, she fouled out a few moments ago. It'll be Avery Kenoyer, Raylan Williams, Miranda Williams, Addie Fontenot, and Cassidy Wing, the 5 out there for the Lady Panthers. It's going to be Ariana Williams, Deasia Alexander, Abney, and Flowers. 13.2 to play. Deasia Alexander with it. They'll get it to Abney. 9 seconds. Abney looking for some help at the top of the key. Nothing developing yet. 4 seconds. They'll get it to Williams for 3. She still hadn't let it go. 2 seconds. The horn sounds. Arcadia doesn't get a shot off, and the Lady Panthers are headed to the state championship game for the first time since 2018. Merryville hangs on. They win it 55-52. Arcadia doesn't even get a shot off. A little slow getting it into the front court was Abney. She got it to Williams. Williams thought about lining one up. Merryville closed out, and a shot doesn't even leave her hand as the horn sounds, and Merryville headed to the state championship game. We'll take a 30-second timeout, catch our breaths, come back, sort it all out. Merryville moving on right here on today's Country 105.7.
Answer the call. Become an EMT in 12 weeks. Acadian Ambulance and the National EMS Academy are looking for dedicated people just like you to join their upcoming EMT class. With convenient hybrid training, you can become a certified medic and start saving lives. EMT positions are open right here in central Louisiana and across our 4-state service area. This isn't just a job, it's a calling. Seats are limited, so don't wait. Visit becomeamedic.com to get started. That's becomeamedic.com.
Back here inside the University Center where the Merryville Lady Panthers hang on for dear life. They get a stop up 3. The shot doesn't even go up. Arcadia unable to put a shot up. And Merryville, for the first time since 2018, play for a state championship. As I look over at assistant coach Greg Baggett, he just shakes his head and lets out a sigh of relief because that's what it felt like for the last half of the third quarter and the entire 8 minutes in the fourth. Merryville wins it 55-52. Congratulations to the Lady Panthers. They hang on, got up as many as 15. And just like that, we have our first team in a state championship here this week in Hammond. But again, what a frantic comeback attempt by Arcadia. Again, a team that has been here plenty of times, been in the state finals. They've lost a couple of heartbreakers right here on our airwaves. The most recent, again, down 3, got it to the player that has basically carried them here in the half offensively and unable to get a shot off. You can credit the length of Merryville all night. That kind of was the driving force behind them getting up to a comfortable lead to where they were able to have a little wiggle room. Not that anyone's going to like the wiggle room there. I'm sure Coach Fortenberry and the rest of the staff's going to have to talk about just being able to close out and keep the foot on the gas and play clean, because a 15-point lead probably could have gotten to 20 or 25 if they would have taken care of the basketball and just finished down the stretch. But again, it says a lot about the team. Again, a senior and a junior on the floor with a bunch of 8th graders says a lot about the mental toughness of those young kids to kind of weather the storm and just get through what was absolute grind for the last quarter and a half. And that has the Lady Panthers playing for a state championship on Friday at noon. What a game. Avery Canoyer, 23 points to lead the way for the Lady Panthers. 13 from Miranda Williams. Karis Fortenberry with 7. Addie Fontenot with 8. Raylan Williams with 4. And again, Merryville hangs on for dear life. They punched their ticket to Friday's Division IV non-select state title game. Man, what a first game down here in Hammond this week. I cannot wait to see what the rest of the day and the week has in store for us. But we are going to take a little extended break. The other Class C semifinal getting ready to start. I see the Pleasant Hill Lady Eagles out on the floor getting ready to have their picture taken. The winner of this game coming up will take on the winner of our game. The next time we'll be on the air, it'll be Simpson and Evans at 4:30. We will try to probably go on the air about 4:15 and do a little pregame, set that up. And again, the winner of the game about to start here between Pleasant Hill and Calvin will take on the winner of our game at 4:30 in the Class C state championship. But congrats to the Merryville Lady Panthers. I'm about to go check out the post-game presser. They've got the girls, a couple of the girls over at the TV table doing some interviews. But Merryville survives. They are moving on. And we will see you back at 4:30 for Evans and Simpson in the Class C semifinal. So for Mr. Derek Spears, I'm Sean Larkin. Thank you for joining us. What a heck of a start. We'll see you at 4:30.
Today's country.
Today's new music.
Today's country.